There are places in the world where the air feels heavy. Places where the ground remembers every step, every cry, every sin. The Foundry of Failed Creations is not such a place. It is worse. Hello, welcome to my channel. Here we learn the lore and stories of Tyria, and today we're gonna dive into the lore of the Foundry of Failed Creations. As always, you can find the full lore on the wiki of Guild Wars 1 and 2. Now let's begin. The god who would not yield. To understand the Foundry, we must begin with a god who fell. Long ago, when the human gods still walked openly among mortals, there were 6 of them. One was named Abaddon. Abaddon was a god of secrets and forbidden knowledge. He believed that mortals should be free to wield the same power as the gods. The others feared this belief, and so they fought him. Abaddon was defeated. But the gods did not destroy him. Instead, they cast him down into a distant realm, a place created not to kill, but to contain. This place became known as the Realm of Torment. The Realm of Torment was shaped into a prison for Abaddon and his followers, the Margonites. It was a realm of endless pain, designed to weaken even immortal beings. But some prisoners were too dangerous to leave unguarded. Deep within the domain of anguish, the god's servant built a structure of chains and wards. They called it the Foundry of Failed Creations. At first, it was not a forge, it was a place of silence. The Forgotten were tasked with watching over it, ensuring nothing escaped and nothing changed. They believed it would last forever. They were wrong. Among the prisoners was a being known as the Fury. It was ancient, cruel, once a servant of Doom, the old god of death. Where Doom ruled through inevitability, the Fury ruled through pain. When Doom fell and Gwenth took his place, the Fury was imprisoned. It was bound, forgotten. But it did not sleep, it watched. And one day, it broke free. The birth of the Titans. The Fury did not escape the Foundry, it claimed it. The walls twisted, the air burned, the prison reshaped itself around its new master. At the heart of the Foundry burned a strange flame, an ethereal fire, untouched by wind or water. This fire did not burn bodies. It burned souls. The Fury discovered that souls broken by endless torment could be torn apart, fused together, and reforged. And from that fire, something terrible emerged. The beings that rose from the Foundry were called Titans. They were not born, they were made. Each Titan was once something else, a mortal or a spirit. Their memories were stripped away. Their pain was carved into their form. What remained was raw power and perfect obedience. The Foundry earned its name then. These were not creations to be proud of. They were failures, shaped by cruelty. The door that should never have opened. The Foundry did not remain sealed. A great gateway was formed within it, the door of Komali. Through this door, the Titans could walk from the Realm of Torment into Tyria. During the time of Guild Wars prophecies, the undead Vizier Kil'Baron deceived mortal heroes into opening the door. The Titans poured into the world like living disasters. They marched across the Ring of Fire Islands. The world trembled. Eventually, the heroes fought back and sealed the door, but the Foundry still burned in the darkness beyond. Nightfall. Years passed, and still the Foundry endured. During the events of Guild Wars Nightfall, the Realm of Torment fell under the rule of Malix the Unyielding. The Foundry continued its grim work. Titans were forged once more, an army meant to challenge even the gods. The heroes of Elona descended into the realm of torment. They walked through despair and madness, and in the heart of the Foundry they faced the Fury. The ancient being was destroyed, the ethereal fire dimmed. For the first time in ages, no new titans were born. Centuries passed, the Foundry lay dormant, its fires cold, its screams faded into memory. But the mists never forget. When the forge burned again. In the age of Guild Wars 2, during the Janthir Wilds expansion, the silence broke. New titans appeared in Tyria, different forms, different names. Ura the Steam Shrieker, Decima the Stormsinger, and Greer the Blightbringer. Scholars followed the trail back to a place thought long dead. The Foundry of Failed Creations had been relit. Who did it remains unknown, but the meaning was clear. The forge burned once more. During the last chapters of the Janthir Wild story, the commander, also known as the Wayfinder, and their allies entered the Foundry with the help of Mabon. They fight their way through many hostile shadow creatures. Along the way, they find the 3 tormented souls they are searching for. These souls are held in place by unknown power. They resemble shadow creatures, but they still have the same cruel personalities they had in life. When the party approaches them, the souls turn hostile. The group defeats the 3 souls one at a time, working together to weaken them. The commander delivers the final blow to each soul using the Heart of the Obscure. Once the souls are destroyed, their mission is complete. With the threat ended, the party is free to leave the realm of torment. At the exit portal, they say their final goodbyes to Mabon, who stays behind to seal the gate using the Scepter of Ore. With the gate closed, the Titan crisis in Janthir finally comes to an end. The warning. The Foundry of Failed Creations is not just a place. It is a warning carved into the mists. It reminds us what happens when punishment becomes cruelty, when prisons become weapons, when souls are treated as raw material. As long as the Foundry exists, the Titans may return, and the echoes of suffering will never truly fade. This has been the story and lore of the Foundry of Failed Creations. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is one of the darkest pieces in Guild Wars lore, and it has a deep connection to both games. It's very interesting, but quite disturbing as well. With that said, thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment something you thought was interesting or something that I missed. Also, subscribe to not miss future lore content in this format. Now, take care, and I will see you in the next story. Good. Bye.